Hello, my name is Joe Munson with Bar Mobile. This is the Bacardi Beach Bar. Today I'm going to go over the basic operation of its features. So you're going to take your graphic, and it's magnetic, so you're just going to sit it up in that corner and bring it down so that it's parallel here, and then work it over. And you're good. Now to operate the stereo. To turn it on, you hold the power button until it turns on, let go. It's going to automatically pair with any surrounding phones that are attached to it. And when it does so, which it has, you press play, and the music plays. Quickly down on the volume, or quickly up is how you change the volume. If you want to advance a track, hold for 1 second, and it'll advance to the next track. Hold for 1 second, advances to the next track. It's the GNOME stereo system on your Bluetooth. You can press the pairing button if you want to ever pair it in the middle of while you're playing it. You can pair it this way. And to turn it off, press the power button and hold it until it turns off. So your beach buggy is outfitted with two 50-quart powered freezers. Essentially, it's just like a cooler, but it has refrigeration. So up in here, you have two compartments, and each one is controlled by a different thermostat. So you could have ice in one and just cold sodas in another, vice versa. The doors come out, so you can remove those if you need to. These all pull out. If you want to remove the freezer itself, you have to pull this strap, which is actually going to be a bungee. Pull the bungee, and then you have to rotate these speakers like this, and the cooler can come out right here. That's the only way it fits. So it comes out literally this way. And then you rotate the speakers back. The outlets are back here. It's just a regular cigarette lighter type plug, and the outlets are in the back here. My thinking is actually that you guys would maybe keep these coolers in here full time, and then you would clean them in place, and then maybe once in a while take them out. But I don't know, maybe you need to take them out every day, but that's for y'all to decide. The Beach Bar has a large battery inside of the vehicle down underneath in here, and that is a battery system that is all controlled with this control panel. So you open it like this. Currently, the battery system is on. It's number 1 shows battery on. To turn it off the system, you turn it off, and to charge the system, you go to number 2 over here. This controls the battery system. This up here controls the high voltage system. And the reason we have that is so that you can actually use this outlet here to power the entire vehicle from a shoreline if you'd like. And you just click this over to number 2 and you can power it with shore, and we'll show that later. But essentially this control panel is going to have this display which you want to monitor. Currently the battery is at 91%. At 812 amps. The total's out at 900, so we're at 812. This shows you how much watts is being consumed. Right now, we're consuming 187 watts. That's the coolers and the lights. And then these are your switches for your lights. So turn these off. This is the inside, and these are your fans. And we'll want to keep those running every time you have the margarita machine powered on. You want to use the fans. And I'll talk about that a little bit later. This is your charge port. This is your breaker. So if the margarita machine or something that's plugged into the outlet were to do something, this would be a safety feature right here. So to connect the charger, here's the charger. You want to leave it on the floor. Plug it in. And then you take this guy, orange button up, lock it in. The charger will turn on and a red light will show, meaning that it's charging. Red is charging. You can see it's generating 70 amps of current. Positive 70 amps of current. That's going to charge this battery in about 8 hours, 9 hours. Now to unhook it, now you have to have it on number 2, which is over here, to charge. It's written right here. That connects it to the charger. To get it out, you push this button and take it out. When the charger is done, it'll turn green. When the charge is complete, the green light will turn on. While it's connected, the green light will turn on. The beach bar area hatch is where the bar is. So to get into that, you come to the corner here and you push in a little bit, and then you spin these knobs. Same thing over here. Push in a little bit, spin the knob. The door will pop open. Now you want the door to go all the way up. It needs a little help at the end, so you want to push it, make sure it's all the way up so it clears your head. The back of the beach bar is where your bar area is. This is where your work surface is, where you make your drinks. This is the speed rail where your bottles will be located. This is the electrical panel. All your electrical components are behind here. This is the ice well. You can control the temperature of it right over here, these buttons. It plugs in right here. This is an auxiliary outlet for USB to charge phones or do different things with. This is the margarita machine. The fans here on the corners, and we'll talk about those later. And then it's the storage shelf. And that's it. Here's your electrical panel. To remove the electrical panel, you have to remove these and then spin this knob at the top until it comes off. You're going to put that aside, and then the electrical panel goes up and out. Inside the electrical panel, these are your fuses. This is your fuse for your stereo. There's a diagram on the inside of the cover. This is your main breaker, your 220 breaker, or your 12-volt breaker. And then all the wiring is accessible and easy to get to. If anything were to come loose, you can easily repair it. So to put the cover back on, you just go in reverse. Here's your margarita machine. Here's the control panel for it. Main power switch. This is the strap that holds in the machine. It's a ratchet strap, and so it's holding it down really tight. It sits in these aluminum feet. If you want to remove the machine, you got to take the strap out, lift the machine up and out. These are the exhaust fans that are in the corners of the bar area. So if I turn those on, this fan will exhaust. The heat will come out of here from the machine. So if we have the door closed, we got to run the fan so the exhaust will exit all the heat out of the bar area. This is an exhaust as well up top. Now to service the engine of the beach bar, you're going to have to tilt the bed of the beach bar. In order to do that, what you want to do, first is make sure this strap is really tight. And right now it's as tight as it can be. Make sure that's really tight because that's what keeps the machine in. You'll want to remove any bottles or anything from this area because it's going to fall out if you don't. Once everything is out of this and this is strapped in, you're going to shut the door. And then there's a button over here, located right in here. It's a switch, and you want to push it up. So now you can access the engine, you can service the engine bay and anything inside of this area. And to lower it, you just do the same thing, reverse.